This is LTV.
Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of N.P. Crowley Company Incorporated and by DeCarolis Insurance Agency Incorporated, DeCarolisinsuranceagency.com, and by Enterprise Bank. Enterprise Bank creates success. EnterpriseBanking.com.
And welcome to Inside Leominster. My name is Dean Mazzarella, Mayor for the City of Leominster. We're live this afternoon as we are on Thursday afternoons from 4 to 5 o'clock. Don't forget, we're heading into the holiday season, and remember, Santa is always here, and we'll get you the dates soon so you can get booked in. And sometimes people have grandkids in other countries, other states, other cities, and let them know about it. They save the date, and then they get a chance to call in to Inside Leominster for a special edition of Santa, but we've already got it reserved. So Santa is once again committed to coming here to the city of Leominster, and we're excited about that. Don't forget, next week we won't be here, will we, Carl? We'll be here eating turkey soup or something? No, we won't be here next Thursday, but the big game, Leominster versus Fitchburg, big time this year. This extra significance of it this year is a couple of things. A young team. B, it is the opportunity, the last chance of the season to win their 800th game of all time. Very few, you can Google it, very few teams, I think the Telegram did an article about it a month ago, very few teams in history around the country has ever achieved 800 wins. And that is a good probability on Thanksgiving morning. But we know anything can happen, but Leominster has a very good team this year, and I'm 100% confident they will prevail. But we've got to do something big for this team, for the city, for the history of the program of the generations of football teams, winning football teams. 800. What a legacy. Speaking of legacy, let's go right out to the Mr. Legacy, the one person that the CEO and the CFO of Digital knew personally. They knew him as Art, but they didn't know him as Art from the Art Report.
Those were the days, my friend.
They'll never end, but they did, unfortunately.
The greatest company ever on the face of the earth.
Companies don't operate that anymore. You know, companies today have to operate pretty much. The driving force is profit, not people.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
I had 30 years, 30 with Digital and 7 with Intel, who took it over.
Wow. Did Intel treat you as good as Digital?
Not even close.
No, see what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, they were over the top as far as I'm concerned. It was, give an example. One day I see they were paranoid about safety, rightfully so at Hudson. It was a very at Hudson building. When we received product, they had fire trucks parked outside, very volatile, building computer chips, and so they kind of went a little bit over their head with safety. If you had a 4-foot step ladder to go through the hallway, they'd have somebody in the front, somebody in the back, and 2 carrying it. You know, but that would kind of drive me crazy. But first, before I forget, Leominster zone, Noah Gray, another touchdown.
Amazing. And I
just wide open in the end zone, went up and grabbed it.
Amazing.
Hello. And I just found out today, a former co-worker at Digital, Jimmy Beauregard from Leominster, his son just signed with the Detroit Tigers as a batting coach.
Come on.
Yep. Big news. Jim Beauregard's son.
Wow.
Batting coach for the big leagues now, not AAA.
Right.
He's going downtown. That's right.
maybe
So we got them everywhere.
Keith or
They're
Bradley.
everywhere. Frank Novak. It's great. It's unbelievable. Titletown, baby.
If you guys somewhere in the next hour find a clip of Noah Gray at the last game catching that touchdown. So I just want everybody to know, I didn't like suddenly go out and get a Noah Gray shirt. As soon as he was drafted into the league, I ordered my official NFL shirt for Noah Gray, 83. And, they're not cheap, but I'll tell you, they're well made. They are well made. So just in case they need me to suit up, I've got my shirt ready in case, Noah can't make it in for the game or something, or he's signing autographs.
Oh, I'd go in for him.
I
We're
have
about
my
the
shirt.
same height.
I got my shirt.
Yeah. And another thing, this time of year now, the heaters are running, the houses are cold. Check your batteries and your fire alarms and your carbon monoxide detectors. And also, I didn't even know till I looked at the booklet. I have a new thermostat a year ago, and a red light come on. We didn't know what it was, so I kept the book that came with it. There's 2 backup batteries in there, so change them. AA batteries.
Look at you, right on top of things.
Well, we try. Except that I was on top of my head this past week. Practice what I'm preaching? No. Always be aware of your surroundings. If you're on a hill, raking leaves, next to a maple tree that has some surface rooting. Hello? I think I'll turn and drag all these down to the street and bag them up. And I turned, and the next thing I knew, my last somersault was over a big rock, which hit my rib cage.
Oh, no.
And I landed on my derriere, and that pushed me up a little bit, and I kind of jumped up, and I left my sneaker halfway up the bank and somewhere. I found that in the lead. Sore ribs, but I'm doing fine. But, again, be aware. I knew the root was there. I just didn't think or look when I moved. I just inadvertently turned.
Managing risks. Looking
it was a violent moment.
Yes.
And if Connery gets a hold of this one, we'll never hit it.
Hey.
I think the Richter scale had a reading when I finally landed.
Speaking of Connery, he was out in D.C. reading the names. He was gifted with the opportunity to read some of the names on the wall in D.C. just this past week. Big time.
He's a piece of work.
He's something.
And thank him for his Vietnam veteran right there.
That's right. Proud and true, valued American.
A kid I grew up with's name is on the wall, too. Tommy McMillan from North Main Street, a carbiner, Marine Corps.
All right, let's look at the play. Here we go. First
Here
and
we go.
10.
And it's him
He
on the bottom of the
pauses,
screen.
he throws the ball. Noah Gray there for the touchdown. Back steps it. Number 83, Noah Brown.
Here we go.
Leominster.
He's reading them all the way. There he
you
is.
go. Look at that. Nice catch there, Bradley. Whoever got that. Nice catch, pun intended. Pulling up that file of Noah Gray.
The size of the arms on him.
Yeah, you should have seen how fast he found that.
I swear on a stack of Bibles, watching him on TV, on LA TV football, Leominster High, I said, this kid's got something special.
Yeah.
He kept showing it every week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah.
And look where he is.
I guess. Good for him.
It's a wonderful thing.
Good for him.
It's a wonderful thing.
I got my shirt.
And make sure you double check to make sure those snowblowers will start. It's there. I made the swap today. The tractor's in the garage, covered up. Moved the snowblower to the front of the garage. Now it's the snowblower's turn to go outside with the big fella.
I might get an electric one this year. Battery operated. I'm moving towards all battery operated everything.
Yeah, there's something to be said about that.
Yeah.
I don't know about snowblowers.
Nothing starts when I need it to start. What was that I was trying to start this week? I was trying to start generator, which usually starts pretty good. And I'm like, well, of course, the whole purpose of a generator is to generate electricity. So you couldn't get, I don't think you could get a battery-operated generator, right? It has to run by gas. So, but part of it might be I didn't use this particular generator enough, so the gas probably gets stale. But usually on a Honda, first pull and that baby start. I have a Honda, a big one that will like run a house on wheels, and first I hadn't run it in a long time. So one day this summer I said, you know what? I was cleaning out and I said, let me just see if this thing will start. First pull.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not surprised. I'll bet it was a 25-year-old snowblower. That thing first pull, it never stopped.
Amazing.
And it just got so worn out. I bought a new one it's only for the walk. I leave it outside, fires up every time.
Yep.
You know, it's like anything else. If you take care of it, it'll take care of you.
Yes.
Hey, there's a quote.
Oh, don't let one of those big...
If you vote for Mazzarella, he'll take care of you and the city.
That's right.
You know, stuff like that.
All right, Art, I got to go.
Okay. Be well. Easy on the turkey.
Happy Thanksgiving. And
Same here. We're going to go to
Big Blue.
Framingham, watch my grandson play football.
Nice.
And then to the daughter's house for whatever.
And then the couch.
And then I got to drive home very carefully.
Little nap in the afternoon.
No, that's going to be a record-setting nap day.
Mandatory.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right,
to you and yours, my friend. To
Thank you,
and
sir.
yours. Okay.
All right, be well.
Bye-bye.
Take care of yourself and keep your feet on the ground. All right, that's Art from the Art Report. The phone number here, 534-1626. If you have any questions, all week, especially after summer when you're out and it's different events, everyone will say, geez, I watched the show, you know, either I watch it live or I catch it during the repeat. And I'm like, well, why don't you just call? Just call and say hello sometime. And just so I know there's somebody out there. You can always call, let Keith know that you're out there. That's fine. And even if you have a question, he'll take it down and he'll send it to me. You don't even have to come on the air. But either way, we're live this afternoon. It is believe it or not, the 17th day of the month. And right at City Hall right now, starting at 4 o'clock, is the Farmers Market. So if you get a chance, stop by. Also coming up soon, and I mean real soon, Shrek is at Leominster High School, the theater group. And that is performances are Friday. Matinee on matinee on Saturday, Saturday night, Saturday evening, another performance, and that's Shrek. I'm sure I have it in my notes here, but I'll hang on to it. Let's see what else I have here for you. Okay, here it is. Shrek, the 18th at 7 p.m., 19th at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. It's Shrek the Musical. You will love it. LHSTC.com or scan the QR code. How's that? Then also on Sunday, Breakfast of the Bands. Sunday, November 20th. In case you're watching this later on demand, hope you didn't miss it. It's this Sunday. Come out, support the band. This is the Leominster Fitchburg Rotary Clubs. They get together every year. They do this. We had guests last week talking about it from 8 in the morning till 11. And it is the biggest breakfast one can imagine. And it goes to 11 o'clock. Now, the extra added value to this particular day is that the Leominster High School Band is going to perform, as well as the Fitchburg High Band, and they perform together. But the last song played by the Leominster High School Band, they will leave at some point. They will, at their second to the last song, they will change into their new uniforms, and then they'll come out to play the last song, which kicks off the Thanksgiving football season officially. So come up, it's $8. Kids 8 and under are free, but you know what? It's really to support them. So please, if you can make it, we'll see you there. Not sure what time I'll be there. Nutcrack coming up December 3rd, Leominster High School, 122 Granite Street, Leominster. 2 performances, noon and 6 o'clock. Tickets are $20. You can Facebook at New York NCY Ballet. There you go, got that out. And the other thing that's happening this weekend. So Friday is Shrek. Saturday is a Household Hazardous Waste Day. Go to leominster-ma.gov. Leominster-ma.gov. And it tells you everything that we will take and then what we won't take. It's coming up on the registration is not required, but you do need to prove that you're from this city, right? 109 Graham Street. Good chance to get rid of a lot of things. There's a big list here of yes and no's. I'm not going to read them to you tonight, but I will tell you that the paper shredder will be there. So if you have things to shred, now don't bring your carrots or anything. Just bring your, old checks, documents, things you don't want people to see. Questions tomorrow, 978-962-3558. Are you guys ready for a break back there? Do you still have Noah Gray pumped up there? If you don't.
It was only like a 30-second clip.
Don't worry about it. That was
we got stuff to play.
That was spectacular. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the holiday season because, when the Macy's Day Parade ends, who's on the float? Oh, Keith? Bradley? Carl?
Carl wants to know if it's you or
No.
Santa. Those are his two guesses.
Santa always ends the parade. That is the official kickoff to the holidays. Now, we know better because it takes so long. And people decorate. I used to think, let's face it, people decorate a lot more than they did 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, right? We'd put those plastic candles in the window. We decorated, and we decorate. But some people got a tree in every room, so people have to start early. But the unofficial official beginning of the holiday season is Thanksgiving Day. When Santa comes through, that means you can run down, pull out your tree, decorate your tree, do all that cool stuff, put things out front, plug in your lights. It's official. So when we come back, we'll be talking about Leominster Lights. We'll be talking about Small Business Saturday. We'll be talking about The Stroll. So all of that coming up when we get back here at Inside Leominster, 978-534-1626. Citation here for you from all of us. I want to thank you for investing here. This is exciting. I'm not worried about you making it in the business. We're going to do just fine. And if you don't, you come work for us.
Decorate for you, yeah.
All right, so just give this is your chance to do a little commercial for LTV. Tell everybody where you are, about why you started your business, what services you offer here. Deep breath. That's okay, let it go.
I know, is there enough
Film's
time?
cheap.
So,
I'll take this and hold this for you.
oh, thank you. So, just a beauty salon. We do hair, nails, lashes, body waxing. Just a good, safe place for you to come in, relax, and enjoy your time.
Everything matches.
Everything matches. It's just a positive
Including the
place
balloon.
for both clients. Both clients and stylists. Yeah, it's just a nice, healthy place. for
Your
everyone.
address, Instagram, Facebook, anything.
Oh yes, our address
Telephone
is
number.
59 New Lancaster Road. We are kind of near the Texas Roadhouse Super Walmart area. And our Instagram is, oh God, what is it?
Rose Quartz
Rose Quartz
Studios.
Hair Studio. And then on Facebook, we are Rose Quartz Hair Beauty Studio.
Where'd you get the name? The name for the business?
I love crystals, and I went for Rose Quartz because it's about healing, it's about self-love, it's about
See?
love for
Love
others. And I feel like more people need that.
Yes,
So that's why I went for
Amen.
that.
Amen.
All of the above. And even the cookies match. I just want to show you.
These are great.
Like, not only does everything in this place match, Her clothing, cookies match, the toilet paper in the restroom matches. Everything matches in this place.
I want to
Does a great job.
So if you can imagine
No, never.
what she could do for the facility here, at least for what's around us, imagine what she could do for you, right?
Yes. Well, our team at least, we can do anything for you.
Well, good luck and congratulations.
Congratulations to Lauren.
And we're back here at Inside Leominster. Nice. Congratulations to them. You know, when I look around, because I've owned small businesses, I look around and everything, I say, geez, these people have poured everything into this, every last dime, the family support, you know, and that's so important. I know it's easy to get on your phone or electronic device and click, you know, point, click, thing ends up here the next day. And there are plenty of things that you cannot get around here, right? As many small independent stores as there are things that you can't get, and that's to be expected. And no small business ever expects everyone's going to do business with them all the time. They just don't. But there are obviously benefits of a small business. Typically, a small business knows their product better. Something goes wrong with the product, you can go back face-to-face with the business owner and say, you know what? This product didn't work right or it didn't meet my expectations. Can we talk about it? And you know what? Sometimes if you have an expensive product and you go to the owner and say, you know what? I saw this online and it was a little bit more money. Any opportunity to, you know, cut me a little better deal or maybe match what? You can always ask. I never mind that. I never mind when someone says, you know, this is an expensive item and I saw it somewhere else and it looks like it's the same one. And, you know, it's like, hey, you know what? No issue at all. Caller, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, His Honor, the Mayor, how are we doing this afternoon?
I'm doing excellent today. No complaints.
Well, I was at the Veterans Memorial Service last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been to quite a few of the services and stuff over there, and I noticed that I'm hearing impaired some, but with that one speaker on the phone, on the stage up there, and I've been to quite a few different performances and stuff in Leominster, and I think the city of Leominster could probably afford a beautiful speaker system in that hall. We've got a beautiful hall, and most of the performers I've been to and everything else, you have the same problem.
Mm. And
especially at that one speaker up on the stage, shooting about, I know the people in the audience upstairs, they could hear it better, but I've been to a lot of dances and stuff around, and when they put the speakers on top, it goes right over your head.
Right.
You don't hear anything.
No, well, I 100% agree.
Right.
Good suggestion. You know what? Sometimes when you're up there, you can hear it, but you're not sure if anybody out back can hear it, right?
Right.
Yeah, no, good suggestion. We will.
Right.
Yeah,
So I think the city of Leominster could surely afford it.
we can.
Not just a cheap one, but a good speaker system. Not like something I realized the other day that they had one speaker on outdoors and one inside.
Right. No?
But I think we should have a permanent one and a good one.
Are you a veteran?
I sure am.
Well, thank you
I met you there last year. We'll talk to you for quite a while.
Yeah.
And
Well, thank you for coming and attending, and thank you for your service and sacrifice to
I'm
our
not
country.
only a veteran, but I had a picture of my family there. I had a picture of my dad and 5 of us that were in the Navy.
Wow.
Wow. And then my son was in the Coast Guard for 4 years and 12 years reserve, and he just retired 33 years on the Leominster Fire Department.
Wow. That's amazing.
Right.
Wow. That's generations.
Yeah, well, and a lot of nieces and nephews too that fall in.
Mm.
Another thing, by the way, you wouldn't know whether they're going to plow the railway, the walkway there over there. They're going to plow that this winter, or?
Well, some want us to. It's a safety issue. We don't want anybody slipping. And then other people want to leave it for people who snowshoe or cross-country skiing.
Okay, right. right.
So
Snowmobiles and stuff, right.
yeah, probably not snowmobiles, but you know.
No, I'm not supposed to have motorized vehicles.
Yeah, well, we might let them go out there and smooth it out. You know, they compact it a little, and then people can
Right, yeah, I know.
snowshoe.
I walk over the Doyle Field every morning, and
Yeah.
they told me the same thing over there. For safety issues, they can't plow the field, and
Yeah. Well, you don't
I
want
said,
to.
"Oh,
We don't want to get if you plow it and then there's a coating of ice, then you either got to salt it or sand it, and that makes a
Right.
mess. So we'll play it by ear.
right." And now I'll be forced to go down the mall and walk down there, I guess,
Yeah.
in the winter.
Right. But I love the rail trail. We've been out several times.
Well, I haven't done the rail trail yet. I've been walking. I like to walk on the dirt track over the field.
Mm.
That way, it's a little bit easier on your feet if you're
Yeah, it
walking
is.
on the dirt track. And
Yes.
I like to try to get my 5 miles in every morning. And
Wow. Pretty good. 5 miles.
Right.
Pretty good.
try to average between 35, 45 miles a week.
Wow. That's good.
Yes, and I'm only 90 years old, so I mean, what the heck?
Wow. You're doing more than Carl and I are doing. Carl, we got to get out there.
Oh, well, I got to do it while I'm young, I keep telling people.
That's right. Wow. That's good. Good for you.
Right. Right.
Well, let me know. I'll come walking with you someday.
Okay, I'm usually over there around 7:30 in the morning. I was out there this morning, and these cold mornings, you just rest a little warm, and no problem.
All right. I'll see you some morning.
Okay.
All right.
Catch you later.
Thanks
Yeah.
for calling.
Okay, yep.
That's right. I got to remember tomorrow to be at the YMCA at 5 a.m. for the spin class.
Okay.
I keep forgetting. All right, 978-534-1626. Good suggestion. We need to modify that sound system so it gets to all parts of the building. That's right. All right, let me, this is important. You know, there were a lot of comments about Route 13 and the design and traffic and how it flowed and what they were doing, and same thing with Route 12 in front of the Water Tower Plaza. We're moving now. We didn't want to do all these projects at once, right? That would be counterproductive. We'd have every street in the city tied up and under construction. So coming up next is the Route 12 project, which goes from Marguerite around the Tossie Road, Tossie Lane, I think it's what it's called, the old Tucker Manufacturing, some people know it by. That's going to go all the way to Sterling. So there's a public hearing, and at the public hearing, they're going to explain the project and the design thus far. That is the time to make comment. If you make comment and want us to make changes in the middle of the project or when the project goes to bid, they can make minor modifications, but it's very unlikely that any changes are going to be made. So this is the time, not later on social media or commenting, writing letters to the editor. This is the time to come to see to actually watch the models that they show, and they will go right through the whole project and show you all of the work that needs to get done. This is the time to attend the meeting. So it's coming up December 1st at 6:30. So December 1st at 6:30, Leominster City Hall Auditorium. So please, and you can also go to mass.gov and look up the project, design, public hearings, and all the information will be there. Caller, welcome to the show. Did we lose the caller?
Hello?
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 Hi.
I'm just wondering where, your sister-in-law, your girlfriend is.
Where is she? She's downtown in her office right now, I think.
Oh, because I've been trying to see her.
Oh, she's downtown, second floor, 42 Main or something, 43 Main. She's there.
Oh.
Yeah. You can always call her if you like.
Oh, I kind of miss her.
Oh, well, she's around. All the time. We'll be at the breakfast of the bands. And yeah.
Oh.
Were you at the Beacon of Hope fundraiser?
Yeah, I did. I went to that.
It was fun, huh?
Yeah.
Did you dance?
Yeah, I think I broke the floor.
You did?
Yeah.
Is there a crack in the floor now as a result?
I don't know.
Well, I won't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Well, happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
And enjoy yourself. The holidays are here. It's only 1 week till Thanksgiving. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I know. Wow.
It's quick. I'm wondering where September and October went.
I don't know.
It happens every year. No matter how you try to slow it down, it just moves with or without you.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you soon because we have the Festival of Trees coming up at City Hall. We have the stroll coming up. And Tara and I will be out doing chestnuts. We'll be roasting chestnuts again this year. So stop by. December 3rd.
Okay.
December 3rd.
Oh, okay.
All right, El. We'll see you soon.
Hey, nice talking to you.
Yeah, same here. 978-534-1626. Just about a half hour left to go. And let's see. Hold on. I'll just check. It looks like somebody's trying to send me a message. Okay. I get it. Let's see. I get back to Facebook here. Yeah, give us a call. Thanksgiving next week. Exciting, but boy, this is when it dawns on you around the time Veterans Day hits. And you're like, boy, everything's just whizzing by each day, each minute, each week. And, oh, by the way, we had very nice ceremony. Started at 10:30 in the Common. Rifle salute, Gettysburg Address. Then we go over to City Hall. It was a nice, nice day. Packed house, Leominster High School band. We gave out a number of awards. Jack Tater, who was actually sitting here, John Tater, sitting here for the breakfast of the band, was given the Veteran of the Year award, which was really, really nice. And we gave a number of awards, and we're thankful for those that, put others ahead of themselves. And everyone who received an award is that exact personality, that exactly MO. A couple projects that we're working on. We purchased new cruisers this year. We purchased tasers and body cams, purchased new fire engines, purchased new ambulances, renovations to all 3 stations and headquarters. We purchased 2 DPW Sanders and plows, repairs to City Hall, upgrades, HVAC to the library. $300,000 went to the Spanish American Center, $250,000 to John Ho's Journey Home Project. We received funds we received for CSX for the final purchase of the rail trail, which would go from North Main Street down to Schofield's. Orchard Hills MassWorks grant, we got about $2 million for that. That'll start in spring. Safe Routes to School, which is a project that'll completely reconstruct Viscaloid Ave, $3 million. And the Barrack Park improvements are actually underway right now for $400,000. And if you've been by, do you have your skateboard ready? Do you have your, yeah, it's a power track, I guess, or whatever they call it. It's skateboard ramps, and you'll be able to drive your bicycle, one of those souped up, not electric bikes, but one of those, what do they call them? Power ramp, power track? Anyway, that's a little bit about what we've been doing for the past year, but much, much more. And, Leominster Public Library. It is amazing how much, next month, for instance, so everything they have is online. You can go to leominsterlibrary.org, or you can call them at 537-522. But look at this. This is December's calendar. There is something going on all of the time at the Leominster Public Library for every age group. The 12th of December, Sing and Dance with Marco Valleys of Rockaby Beats at 10 o'clock. Tween Makerspace Night Strawbees at 7 o'clock. Drop-in purebred fun. Every day there's something going on. Story time with Mrs. Claus. Drop-in winter gnome craft at 2 o'clock. Leominster Library Legos Friends at 3 o'clock. And there is something always going on at the Leominster Public Library. All right, I'm going to take a little drink here of Water is the beverage of choice today. And then we're going to come back and we're going to give you all the updates on COVID numbers. And we're going to talk stroll and Festival of Trees. You should see already, like Tuesday, suddenly people started coming in and one at a time. Here we are on Thursday night, and it is absolutely amazing how much has already been done. A few trees still need to be decorated, but by Monday, this Monday, coming up, will be the beginning of the Festival of Trees, the 21st. So let's take a break, if you guys are ready back there for a break, and we'll be right back. And we're back here at Inside Leominster, 978-534-1626. We're live till about 5 o'clock. And then we rerun the show during the course of the week. But nice job. I don't know if it was Jane that did that. That's a past year video. So it's not this year. But pretty much, there are actually more trees than what you saw in that video. So make sure you get down. We start on Monday, and we go right through, close to Christmas. The wonderful part about this is a couple of things. One is it's all community, right? Two, it brings people together, more community. Three, it's free. It is one of the only, I don't even know of another festival of trees where it's free. Three, you can vote on your favorite tree, so that's 4. 5, you can bid on a tree. And let me tell you, come in, blister wrap it, shrink wrap it, throw it in your truck or your car. Off you go, you come home, you fluff it up. You've got yourself a beautiful tree. And a lot of these trees sell, some of these trees have $300-400 worth of ornaments in the tree itself. And, they're willing to, there's usually a limit. So usually they'll say the tree has to sell for at least, 150 or 100 or 7, whatever it is that the people that, or the group is that makes the tree or puts up the tree. They can set a base limit on, minimum on how much that tree would cost. So thank you for rolling that film there. So coming up, let's see. Let me do some slides now. In the middle of the slides, we may do some more video. But for now, let's hit the slide and let you know that these are 7-day numbers as of last week. We'll get new ones tomorrow. 104,000 people were tested in 7 days. 2524 tested positive. 83 deaths, which I was shocked by. 1 is too many. 15 Worcester County cases in 1 week. Leominster, the bottom line, is at 67 for 2 weeks. So if you divide that into 2, you're at 30-something. 32 and 32 would be 64. 33, 66, so about 33 and a half people. And now, keep in mind that many people will get free test kits at City Hall or somewhere else and do them at home. We don't have those numbers. There's no way of telling what those tests will tell us. But we do know that hospitalization is now down. It was close to 800. It's down to 540, intensive care down to 45. And intubated at 8. That's really good news. It's not good news if you're one of the people intubated, but take care of yourself. It is that season. It really is. You've got to watch out for colds and flu and COVID. You're in an area somewhere, open the doors and windows, fresh air. 1863, Abraham Lincoln did the first draft of the Gettysburg Address. And in 1928, Boston Garden officially opened. 1967, Davy Jones of the Monkees opens a boutique in Greenwich Village in New York. And in 1970, Douglas Engelbart receives the patent for the first computer mouse. Back then? 1973, U.S. Richard Nixon tells AP News, people have got to know whether or not their president is a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. And you know the rest of the story. 1993, U.S. House of Representatives approves NAFTA. Not all that sure that, I think the beginning of NAFTA became the end of, it really opened up competition and everything and made things cheaper, but with that came the lack of businesses being able to, in order to try to compete, they cut things like insurance and benefits and hours and overtime. So I'm not sure at the end of the day. So sometimes if you pay for something that's made in the United States, you think about it. Think of all the people that were involved in making that particular product or that service versus something that maybe comes in overseas. 2003, Britney Spears, at 21 years old, became the youngest singer to get a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame. Kyle, do you have a star on the Walk of Fame? We have some Leominster residents that probably deserve a star. 2004, Kmart bought out Sears for $11 billion, and I think it was all downhill from there. 2021, a record number of Americans, over 100,000 people died of drug overdoses in April of 2020 to April of 2021, according to CDC. Why did that happen? Well, they took opiates and really came down on them as a result of of elected officials' pressure. The problem is they didn't open up or have enough programs to help people deal with addiction. So where did those people go that left opiates, Percodance, Percocets, all of those drugs? Where did they go? They went to heroin. Suddenly it became a commodity, heroin, and then people started adding fentanyl to it. What did fentanyl do? It killed people. So there was no plan. The plan was politically to look like a champion, to put all these pharmaceutical companies out of business, stop the doctors from writing prescriptions, stop people from getting opiates in their hands. And what ended up happening? Well, they just switched to another drug, and that was heroin. Heroin was then laced with fentanyl. Fentanyl kills people. Today, National Days, Thursday, Great American Smokeout, International Students Day, National Baklava Day, National Hiking Day, National Homemade Bread Day. Wow, what a day. Social Enterprise Day, Use Less Stuff Day. Just what I was just saying. Buy something that lasts. You know, remember you'd buy a hot water tank or a refrigerator or a stove. It'd be like 20 or 30 years, the thing's still running. Use Less Stuff Day. And it's Zinfandel Day. Aha. So today, you can eat baklava, you can have homemade bread, you can have a little glass of Zinfandel. Some of the projects we were done, we got awarded $12,500 for a recycling program here in the city of Leominster, submitted all the paperwork for the first step of our FEMA grant to fix Moose Brook. Brush truck in Walpole sitting there with the final touches. That's quite a piece of apparatus, $36,000 to analyze Leominster's compliance with the MBTA housing program. What happened is the state said, we want you to start building housing near your MBTA if you have a parking garage and you have commuter rail. Completed a hazardous mitigation plan. We were awarded $400,000 for the downtown common. That got approved the other night by the city council. Thank you. A vote of 8-1. The one not voting for it was Councilor Frieda, with her reasons, and but still it passed. And we're going to need your help to get involved later on as we begin to make improvements. We're going to need, before we put the final plan together, we want you involved. And we have funded 15 facade programs. If you go through town, you'll see them working on T.C. Landos. You'll see them working on Tim's Diner. You see them working on the dog grooming place across the street. You see them working everywhere. 15 total projects as part of our facade program. And don't forget the hearing for Route 12 South Design on December 1st is at 6 o'clock at City Hall. If you want to watch the progress of the Leominster Police Station, go to LeominsterPoliceStationProject.com. Set to open June 23. Thank you all for a wonderful season at Shoalin Farms. They're going to remain open Saturdays and Sundays this week from 11 to 3 so you get all your holiday items. Still have apples, and I got to get up there this weekend. Also, they have apple wood for sale. And for more information, 5-978-840-3276, or you can email them at info@shoalinfarms.com. Remember, they start selling Christmas trees. Saw some at Romano's up there in Fitchburg on South Street the other day. November 25th, they start selling their Christmas trees. Okay, tonight till 6 o'clock is the indoor farmers market. Festival of Trees starts Monday, and it goes through December 31st. Remember, we take down the decorations for the Festival of Trees, and then we put up Winter Wonderland. Don't forget this year, when you go into the Festival of Trees, more of Louis Charpentier's treasures are being restored, fully restored now. So each year, Brad at City Hall takes a certain amount. He works on them all year, does a remarkable job. And this year, there'll be some added pieces. And Louis Charpentier's Mr. Christmas's collection is being restored, and there are more and more and more pieces. So exciting. And also, we have sleighs, and those sleighs are being pulled by Rudolph? No. Reindeer? No. Flamingos. And then coming up on December 26th, a big day for small businesses here in the city of Leominster. Please, you don't have to spend a fortune. You don't have to visit every one of them. But it's Small Business Day. And then Leominster Lights, December 2nd to the January 1st. That's when those who decorate, who wish to let us know about it, we put you on a map. We share the map, and people ride around and check out all the lights. December 3rd is the winter stroll, and that's from 3 to 5. At 5 o'clock, we do the electric light parade, and then we light all of the trees around town right after that. And Santa makes an appearance. It's lots of fun. Okay, leaf, and yeah, I would say every leaf is just about picked up, is on the ground now, so get them picked up. You have until November 26th. So Thursday's trash delay, so they'll pick them up on Friday, and then Friday will be delayed till Saturday. So get them picked up. All right, this is the annual Fill the Cruiser Day. Donate new and unwrapped toys, please. Come join the Leominster Police Officers Association and the Leominster Mayor's Youth Council. They'll be at Walmart on Jungle Road on November 26th. And then they'll be at Target on December 10th from 10 to 2, all right? So see you there. Don't forget the Breakfast at the Bands one more time, one more plug. We do our morning briefing. We'll plug it again, but 8 to 11 at Leominster High School, November 20th. Food for Fines, maybe got a book that's been hanging around. You're like, oh, no, I'm late. March up with some food, canned foods, unexpired foods, and they'll cut you loose. Pictures of the week, please. Oh, there they are. There's the pink flamingos. These are live. These are shots taken today by Wendy of the Festival of Trees. And more coming in. There was people bringing them in when I was walking out of the City Hall tonight. So very exciting. The Festival of Trees. Grant update, the Common received. Thank you to the City Council. A lot of good questions. I mean, their job is to vet this, to make sure they have all the answers that they get from the constituents. So nice job by the City Council. Thank you. Passed by 8 to 1. And we'll be working through the winter to come up with your ideas. There was once a fountain. I'll try to get it for the next show. There was once a fountain in the downtown. We'd like to put it back. The granite curbing, that's going to be taken out. That's a trip spot. People will stand on the grass, have a conversation with somebody or visit one of the activities, step back. I've done it myself, and down you go. A great time was had by all at the Firefighters Ball. That was last Friday night. Look at that, huh? How fun. I got to get there next year. Last week, we were at the wrestling. Let's see if they have a picture. Repairs Essential Fire Station done by a local company, North Star. Work continues on the skate park. Look at that. I'll tell you, they've done a wonderful job down. I can't wait. And wrestling at its best. There's Mayor DeNatale. Fitchburg won the wrestling. I want a rematch. Did you hear that? It was a lot of fun. I'll tell you, they raised a lot of money. Thank you to one of the big sponsors was Hannaford. And I'll tell you, these people, they take some abuse. They pick each other up and throw each other and land on their back. Woof. A lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. And there we are in our jerseys. And but I was there, and by the time I got out, it was too late to get to as we pulled into the 4 Points, everyone was leaving from the Hall of Fame, and so couldn't get there, and it just was a busy week. Try to get everywhere and meet all our commitments, but there we are at Rose Quartz opening, so it showed you a little video. And what a find at St. Cecilia's. What we had that, I cannot believe how many people, Carl, were at that. Friday night I walked in at, I forget what time. So on Thursday night we had gone to the, Francis Drake had the international night. What an amazing, we are so blessed with these schools that we have. They had the international night, all kinds of food and entertainment, and then we went over to the pasta supper over at Northwest School. Couldn't stay, but grabbed the food on the go, and then off to Fitchburg State to the Italian Culture Center, and they had a nice night there. But then on Friday, I'll tell you, what a find. $5, and actually the person that donated that told me, said, I donated that. $5, that thing picks up radio stations on the AM dial. That thing sounds so good, Carl. I actually got it in my truck right now, and I plug it in the back. I've got a plug in the back of my truck, and if I'm working outside, I turn it on. $5, and the case is real wood. It's a Panasonic. Oh, my word, that thing is awesome. And thanks to all to those who attended and served this country. It is more and more important as threats come from all over the world. Thank you. What a magnificent day it was. There's the Leominster High School Band. And thank you all for your service. And then Troop 477, flag ceremony at Sunrise Assisted Living. I want to thank Nick Perro Sr. for coming down with his bucket truck from Quality. And he and I repaired the rope on the pole so that they could have this ceremony. I guess it broke, and so they couldn't get up there, so we showed up, and Nick showed up with his truck free of charge. And thank you to Nick Perro and Quality. And backed by popular demand. Some people don't like him, but the Eagle and what it stands for. Yes, it snowed. Look at that. It did snow. It was remarkable. We had, let me just go back, because we had a team from the Panama that play ladies professional and compete professionally in what is it, flag football, and they had never seen snow. So on Friday night, or whenever it was snowing, I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm all messed. That's just one of those weeks. Wednesday night when it started snowing, they were all at Target, and they took pictures and sent them to me. They were so excited. And also we had some guests from Brazil. All right, we're out of here. Thank you. We'll see you around here somewhere this weekend. Thank you to all the crew at LTV, and we all wish you a happy, safe Thanksgiving. Good night. God bless you. Remember, the world is run by those who show up. Thank you for showing up.
Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of N.P. Crowley Company Incorporated and by DeCarolis Insurance Agency Incorporated, DeCarolisinsuranceagency.com, and by Enterprise Bank. Enterprise Bank creates success. EnterpriseBanking.com.
This is LTV.